Right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday. And this is one of our small distributors here. There's 400 of them in the state of Florida and Scarry, which they specialize in Spanish wines. And these wines from Toro, some really exciting stuff coming from the southernmost region in the area where you have Rioja, Ribera del Duero, and then Toro south of that. And this is the Tempranillo grape, Tinto de Toro they call it here. They got a different name for Tempranillo everywhere they grow it in Spain. And this is the massivest of all of them, the little monster, these Tempranillos from Toro. It's kind of, the secret here is taming the tannins in these Toro wines because they can be just caustic in your mouth. This is Bodegas Torreduero, and this is the Pentamonte from Toro. And this wine spends about 5 months in oak, 100% Tinto de Toro, very ripe and jammy bouquet of dark cherry berry fruit, pretty floral notes, fresh earth, and very fresh and fruity wine, an entry-level style of Toro, a solid core of fruit, but softer tannins here for a Toro especially, and a nice amount of spice here to the finish. A very good little wine at $13.50, definitely entry-level in price. All right, this is another winery, Matsu, El Picaro from Toro, and the pictures of the label here at the various age of the different vineyard workers, and they refer to the age of the vines and the amount of time the wine spends in wood. And the first one is a picture of a young man, of course, and 6 weeks of new French oak. The soils here are very sandy. This is why phylloxera never took on in this region, and they've never had phylloxera. So the vines here are very old, 60 to 90 years old for the young vines. Wow. And a very fruity bouquet here, dark cherry liqueur-like liquor, a wild strawberry jam, a bit of a fresh steak, kind of meaty note to this wine. Lovely richness on the palate here with a good hand of that fresh cherry berry fruit, smooth round tannins, a nice amount of spice and floral notes on the finish. An excellent entry-level Toro at $15. Wow. For 60 to 90-year-old vines. That's the young stuff. Wow. The El Reccio is the next one from Matsu, and there are 4 different vineyard plots that go into this, all estate-grown fruit. And these are 90 to 110 years old. Wow, now we're getting into some old stuff. This wine spends 14 months in oak. A beautiful toasty oak note, that exotic spice you get from oak coming out of the nose. Dried flowers, some nice fresh earth notes coming out on the second day. Some smoked meats here as well. Juicy berry fruit on the tongue with a nice amount of tannins. This is what we know Toro for, these wild tannins. A ton of spice on the finish. Big and zesty, but still balanced on the finish. Excellent juice at $30. And then the oldest vines, the El Viejo, and it's the old man on the label, and these are all over 100 years old. Fermented in concrete, aged for 16 months in new French oak. This wine is a little monster. Wow, an array of exotic spices, dark berry liqueur, dark licorice spice, pretty floral notes, big and chewy on the tongue. This wine's got mouth-coating tannins, 2012 vintage, still very, very young. This wine needs 10 years in the bottle. Even bigger on the second day. This wine's got wonderful balance and depth and very long layered finish. This wine's got at least, like I said, 10 years before you want to open up this one. Most excellent juice at $58.50. It's not cheap, but still, for a top-level wine, 100-plus-year-old vines, wow, amazing what you can get out there from areas like Toro in Spain. That's what we had to drink with our friends from Ascari. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.